All right, guys, contingency periods, close of escrow, backing out. What does that all mean? So contingency periods are reasons that you can back out of the contract. So first of all, typically there's an inspection period. This is kind of your get out of jail free card. You can back out for any reason during the inspection period. This is why sellers like to see shorter inspection periods, because there's less chance for life to happen. I mean, the buyer could back out because there's a situation with their job. The buyer could back out because they met the next door neighbors and don't like them. The buyer can back out simply because they didn't realize that the paint in the second bathroom was a peach color, and that triggered some long ago memories that are not so good. So the inspection period is the easiest one for a buyer to back out of. And therefore, that's why sellers are usually holding their breaths until the buyers remove their inspection contingency, because amongst other things, that's the time when negotiations usually get thick. The second contingency is the appraisal contingency, and a buyer can back out if the appraisal doesn't come in at the appraised price unless they've agreed to pay a gap. And what that means is that they've agreed to pay a certain amount over what the appraised value came in at. And then the third contingency that's in pretty much all contracts with the exception of cash or hard money is a loan contingency. And that is the contingency where the buyer can back out if for some reason they don't qualify for the loan. Once all of those contingencies are lifted, there also is contingency upon the sale of a property. That doesn't happen very much in the area that I'm in. I'm in the Alameda County, Contra Costa, San Francisco Bay Area, and with the competition that we have here, it's not very often that we see properties contingent upon the sale of another property. But that would be another contingency. Once all the contingencies are lifted, then and only then does the deposit become in jeopardy. And in California, the deposit isn't automatically fully in jeopardy. It's only for proven damages, which means that it's always, the burden of proof is always on the seller to come up with damages that may have occurred due to the buyer backing out. And so for this reason, sellers like to see short contingency periods and as short as possible close of escrow periods, so then again, like life doesn't happen, the buyer doesn't win the lottery and decide to go move to Europe, or there's not a job transfer or a giant earthquake or any of those things that could come up during an escrow period that could make a buyer get out. Hopefully that helps, and let me know if you have any questions.